Hey there, welcome back to the next lesson in 10 steps to enjoy the process of whatever you do. Let's get started with chapter 2. So in chapter 2, we're going to look at doing it differently. So why do it differently? Mundane tasks become tedious and boring because they're done the same way repeatedly. The fact is that with a little ingenuity, you can do these tasks differently to spark some enthusiasm and interest. You're probably thinking, how can a form be filled out any differently? How can washing dishes spark my interest if done differently? Or how can mowing the lawn become an interesting activity? You would be surprised. So let's consider the following. Notice what you're doing. Focus on the little details that you typically don't consider. For example, if you're filling in forms, notice any interesting or strange names and terms rather than typing them in mindlessly. When washing dishes, use your senses to immerse yourself in the smell of the dishwashing liquid, the sound of the running water, the feel of it over your hands. A boring transcription task can become interesting if you focus on what's being said, the indentations of the voices, etc. This may sound silly to you, but mindfulness is a practice that's been proven to have many benefits because in essence, it's a form of meditation. It grounds you in the present and keeps you focused on details in the here and now. It lowers stress levels as well because we often feel frustrated and have negative thoughts when doing something that we hate. In a nutshell, whatever it is that you're doing, mindfulness can make you aware of interesting and even enjoyable aspects of the task. Use technology. Some people do certain things in the same traditional way because that's just the way they've always been done. But guess what? Whatever it is you're doing, there's probably an app or software out there that will help you do it better and can be an enjoyable change for you. Teach someone else. A boring task can become fun if you teach someone else how to do it. This could be your child, a friend, a coworker. For example, not everyone is super savvy when it comes to Excel spreadsheets. If you are and you have some data to enter, teach someone how it's done and allow them to watch you do it. This little tip can really perk up a task that you've always hated. Change the order. This may not always be possible, but changing the order of steps can be a nice change that keeps you more engaged. For example, starting with the last step and working backward will hone your focus and make what you're doing less dreary. The same can be applied to your daily routine if it's become humdrum and boring. Mix up your routine, do things at different times, and even change your route to work or to the store to enjoy some new scenery. Make it a time challenge. Sometimes we're good at certain tasks that we can do them with our eyes closed, as well as our minds, and that's what makes them so disliked. They no longer stimulate us mentally. In this case, a stopwatch can turn a yawn-inducing chore into a challenging race. Simply set the timer and try to get the task done before it goes off. The catch is that you must be so good at the task that you can do it with the same efficiency and outcome rather than cut corners and make do with mediocrity. Find out more about it. Cleaning tips, bookkeeping tips, grocery shopping tips, whatever it is, there's someone out there who has a tip or two to make whatever you're doing more efficient and possibly more enjoyable. There are so many innovative and fun ideas out there for even the most unenjoyable tasks. YouTube is teeming with these types of videos, and a quick Google search will provide you with dozens of tips and tricks that never even crossed your mind. The bottom line is if you think some tasks must be done the same way day in, day out, think again. Doing things differently is possible for almost anything, can keep you stimulated and engaged.